Almighty morning, and it's Susie.
Susie is here.
Welcome
Morning,
in.
Susie.
Oh, I want to do the little get you out of that thing there. And let's see,
Hmm?
what did I want to do? Overlay. Got that. And then
It's easier to read that way for sure.
there you go. That way it's there. And that's just a picture in the background. So
You can't miss it.
so do we want a different background? I think I want a different background today. I don't know if they've put in the Christmas ones yet.
I guess you don't celebrate it, do you, over there? But thank you. Yes, Thanksgiving was nice.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any for.
Actually, I don't celebrate the holiday as they say it is.
Right.
I just celebrate having family together because what they say is not accurate.
No.
So it's like, I'm not going to celebrate when you stole land from Indians and slaughtered, and I can't
No.
do that.
Just gratefulness for family,
Right.
friends, loved ones. Yes. Oh, and
Well, good
guess who's in the
morning,
house
Victor.
already? Oh my
Look at
goodness.
it.
Okay. So welcome in Susie, Jess, Alex. I don't think it's my Alex. No, I don't think so.
No.
Uh
Hey, Jess, can you call me today, please? We can
and
discuss
Mr.
things.
Mr. Victor is in the house. There it goes. Hello, Luong. Welcome in, everyone. Remember, if you want a question answered,
Gia.
please put in the the
Good morning,
question
Gia.
as soon as possible because I'll be posting or I'll be pinning your name. So I need to get it up along with your zodiac sign. Okay.
Hey,
Yes.
Jess is
Thank
in
you.
the house. She's taking care of it.
Yep. There it is. I see it now. And yes, we do have a astrology report for midweek. I'm so excited. Yes, I can after school is done, Bonnie.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Yes,
right.
we missed you again last night, Miss Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to get you both on there. I get you on there. Harley's on there.
Yes, she is.
And please, again, if you have a question while Bonnie's giving us her report, please put your question in and your zodiac sign. Yes, Miss Susie does not have to put her sign in. We have that memorized. Thank you, Luong, for putting yours in. I appreciate that. Due to a break between me and Sean a few weeks back, which seems to be happening at the moment. Any advice on that? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So whenever you're ready, and I will work on the list while you're
All
busy.
right. You work on the list, and I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible. It's kind of long. Today we have the small mind and the big mind. Again, they're opposing one another. Opposing means pulling. It's a tug of war. And the aspect is where really big ideas and really big thinking, and you want to take on the whole world, making a really big production. Right then, you get into the details of how you're going to do it and that project, and you get overwhelmed because you're making such a big plan that you've completely overlooked this one small detail that the entire project hangs on. There is a lot of enthusiasm available in this energy, and I would encourage you to make your plans. take a course you've always wanted to do. In this energy, you want to make sure you double check all of the details of whatever you're doing. Remember, Mercury's in retrograde, so be careful of signing contracts. Put it off. Be careful of big commitments. Even if you're really optimistic about all of it and it sounds really good, and you've read all the fine print, Mercury's still in retrograde. Next, we're going to see the sun coming into a square with Saturn. Now, squares, remember, are opportunities for learning. That's a kind way to put it. This isn't always terrible. It could feel really restricted and really heavy because Saturn is challenging the sun's confidence and it's challenging the sun's vitality. It's going to need to drop that down a bit to reality because we've got Saturn over here moving forward again. It's in the vibration of Pisces. The big challenge in this energy is the attention of delay. Do you really honestly believe that you're allowed to do that? Do you have faith? Do you have the healing and the forgiveness that you can actually bring that into reality? Being spiritually awake and not being like a spiritual narcoleptic where you're going along your spiritual path and you just zonked out, fall asleep at your spiritual wheel sometimes. Now, if that's you remembering that staying awake and staying connected spiritually doesn't happen one time, it's a practice. It requires persistence. It requires discipline to be with it. And that discipline breeds a lot of freedom. Now, as the sun and Saturn energy comes together, if you're feeling frustrated or have that sense of self doubt, or you're feeling like you just want to resist authority, whether that be the government or someone in authority over you, maybe you just don't want to sign up for that course. Sometimes it can just be the energy that knows how to get where you're going faster, or they've got some kind of mastery in it. So if you're feeling this tension, a square is meant to make you move. It's a 911 aspect saying, hey, you got to do something here. It's going to make you do something. Now, what do? Whatever action you take, we will decide what other equally as informative action will come your direction. So, a way to align with this is to look at what it is that you need to achieve. Look at where you're trying to get and refine your plans. Refine the plan if there's a challenge that's presenting itself. If you're feeling stuck or you're feeling like, I know that information, I need that information is on the other side of this mountain, and I can't seem to get it on the other side. Look more squarely at your problem. Don't look for the solution at the problem. If you're struggling in your finances, listen to videos about people who are struggling in their finances, not about ones who have already been successful. Sometimes we don't understand the problem deeply enough that we're having. It's not that I can't pull an entire astrology chart together. It's that my pain point is really understanding how those aspects form and how to interpret them, right? But I don't know that. I don't know that. So I need to listen to other people talk and share with me where they have felt the heaviness. They've felt restricted. and then I can maybe see my way out. So that's a way that you can align with this energy. You make it a little bit of help because you'll see Venus coming into a sextile with Neptune, and that's a pocket of opportunity. But it is something you have to go to, it doesn't come to you. Just, it's a more gentle Venus and Neptune because they're working together. They're like one and the same. They say that Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. And I think that's possibly very true. It's a very dreamy energy. That's why we call them the Bopsy twins when they're together, because they can really bliss out this energy because it's full of creativity, it's full of compassion. Whoops. It's full of connection. It's like, I want to go down the artistic route. I just want to go to these other realms. I want to be kind. I want to be giving. I want to be of service. So, the way to align with the energy of the day, thinking about the other aspects you experienced, remember what you're building and some capacity. It gives your art, your craft, it's your medicine that you're going to pour into the world or to the situation around you. So tap into your imagination, tap into that deep emotional depth that you have, chop into those spiritual connections, right? You can stay grounded in it, what your expectations of any kind of outcome are. There's enough retrograde energy to make you go, okay, hold on. We do need to be grounded. What happened to that place you have to offer someone? That as you learn to build it, as you learn to grow it, as you learn to give more compassion or learn to give for forgiveness, that you've been denying someone or accepting an apology that no one has given you, and they probably won't. When you have that kind of freedom, you're, where does that open your space up to the negative manifestation? We can be really unrealistic. You'll be telling yourself stories. Oh, excuse me, I'm reading a transcript right now. I never, you'll be telling yourself stories, and you're right. I never got that apology. And the story clicks on, and you're getting mad and tighter and tighter and tighter, right? At the spiritual level. Maybe that's a lesson you need to learn, but it's not going to help. It's not going to get any relationship around you for sure. We can have escapism. We are still dealing with two planets that just want to feel good. So if you're in a space where you're like, I'm just doubting myself, I'm doubting I can do this, I'm doubting I can have this, I'm doubting all of these things, be mindful that the escape, if it's in some kind of drug or it's in something that's pulling you out, so you're not facing the challenge and not be the most help may not be the most helpful thing. Just after all that, we've got our next void. Of course, it's not as long, but I think it's sizable. So we'll see the moon going void, of course, at 4:33 p.m. all the way until 9:20 p.m. Mountain Standard. So again, the energy about tying up those loose ends, resting, reflecting, introspection. It's not the time for major decisions. And after that, the moon will shift into the vibration of Aquarius. Okay. Now we're going into air. So we've just come and we're moving into the air, into the head, into the intellect. So this information, first of all, is more community minded. This aspect is going to have us in our emotions. Air signs, when we're in air, we have to think about how we feel before we talk about how we feel. And then we talk about how we feel. So we make sure that that we know what we're feeling. Follow that? This could be you're talking with more groups of people. You're a little bit more community minded. You're a little bit more interested and open to innovation. Outside of the box. I'm feeling this way because of this. And I just need to try this on. I also think at a very deep heart level, and this still is just Wednesday, you may find yourself in a position where you're like, my heart just needs to be with like minded people. I need people pouring into my cup the kind of experiences that are the language of the heart, right? I don't need somebody just throwing an intellectual idea at me. I need to know somebody has been in my shoes. They feel what I have felt, or we all have this similar gap or gathering of kind, a kind of feeling together, and we can walk forward. There are so many relationships and so many connections between organizations, friends, communities that have been broken up and will continue to be shifted as people differentiate themselves from who they used to be and who they honestly are now based on the opinion, based on the thoughts, based on communication. And this may be something that you are finding yourself more comfortable to make those connections with. As we're traveling here on Wednesday and on Thursday, we see Mercury come into a cazimi here in Sagittarius. So now let me stop. A cazimi is when it's conjunct with the sun, okay? Conjunct, the same. When Mercury and the sun come together, in case you're newer, that's what we call a cazimi. And they are together like the energy is heightened. It's heightened. It's a powerful moment. Kind of like, I've talked about the last degrees and the first degrees of signs give that extra boost. The same thing here. Energy is heightened and heightened. It's a powerful moment when they come together where you can have these breakthroughs. And it's a breakthrough in something you're thinking, something you've been thinking about, something you've needed to learn, or you're trying to communicate. Maybe something has felt like it's been a bit of a complicated situation, and you're able to get a lot more clarity. So use the energy on Thursday. It's your brainstorming day, okay? If you need to go over things, you need to write it down. You need to brainstorm something you want, a book that you're writing or you're working on. You need to deliver a really important message or give a really big presentation or something like that. This cazimi energy is more about clarity. But remember, Mercury is still in retrograde. So it's likely going to be on something in the past. Okay. And what I would say to you is just watch in the negative manifestation path, that this can be overly confident. It can be absolutely overly confident. So, again, watch the nuance to what you're doing. Watch the details of those contracts. If you're giving a performance or something like that, just watch the nuance of the details, because you don't want to go out there like, I'm just too cute for the world. And then you forgot all your lines. Okay. So just make sure you're like looking over these things Friday and Saturday. Those days are busy. We, if you think we weren't busy already, here we go. But we will rest on Sunday. So there's hope for that. All right. Friday and Saturday are energetically really very busy. So these are the two buckle up days. Put your seatbelts on. I would tell you, okay, now, first of all, Friday, December 6th, we see Mercury heading into that retrograde, having moved through its pre retrograde shadow time, going all the way from October. So we've been slowly building up to this, slowly building up to this. We're going to start this Mars retrograde. Did I say Mercury? I meant Mars. Okay. So we're pumping into the action breaks right now, starting in the energy of Leo. And this is encouragement with Mars retrograde. It's a reflection on how do we assert ourselves. You think of Mars is all about action orient, okay? So how do we assert ourselves? What action do we take? Are we asserting ourselves passionately, or how are we asserting ourselves with our own self expression? And it's really time to look at also a reassessment of how we're going about meeting our goals. What are the goals and desires? What is your genuine desire? What's the goal you have for something? Because that will tell you what you need to talk to and how you need to assert yourself, who you need to align with in order to move forward, because it's not clear on what you want to pursue. The desire, Mars, how will you know the right actions to take? Also, Mars, to pursue it, how will you know where your heart is really lying? Get that? So good, where your heart is, know where your heart really is. How do you want to pursue it? Something that you can really look to as Mars is taking this retrograde. It's revisiting creative projects and going back over the things that are your creative projects. They bring you joy, they bring you pleasure, they bring you play, they bring you a place where you can express yourself and your art, your creativity, even your own voice. Maybe it's something you would be taking a risk on in order to do, to put it out there. Reevaluate your personal ambition. Do you really want that? Or is that something that someone else told you before that you wanted? Someone tells you you want things or you need things. God, I hate that. You just held your tongue. Oh, I've got a lot of blood on mine. Okay. Avoid some things I would highly suggest you avoid is one, trying to force any kind of outcome. Mars is going to start to move backwards. So the energy is not forward. The questions now are about an inner growth and retracing of your steps. The frustration level when Mars retrograde can go up. It can start kicking through the roof. We get frustrated more quickly. I feel like I don't have a direction. I feel like I'm suffering from this lack of direction. I don't actually really know what this is, especially if you're trying to force something forward. You just might as well relax. Go back. And the other thing driven is conflict. It is ego. Listen, I don't know another way to say this, but in some situations where there needs to be a solution or you're revising, you might have just been wrong and your ego is getting in the way and telling you that you're right. But you're expecting a peaceful outcome or to bring real solutions. We cannot always save our ass in our save our ass in our face at the same time.
You had to double read that,
It
huh?
is a transcript I'm reading. This is not my writing. And I'll tell you why in a little bit. God, this goes on a couple more. Um, okay, sometimes you just gotta let the face go. Let your hiney get a little hide. So if you understand saving face versus your butt getting kicked, your butt's going to get kicked. Let the face go. That's how you learn. Um, a solution. Other things, and I saw this last Mars retrograde. I walked right down the street into this car that was coming this way, and the woman was walking her bike. It was a very narrow alley. She was walking her bike down the street, and this woman, tiny little thing, big and bold, walked straight on through the middle of the street towards this car. Like she was absolutely gonna take it. And she stood there in front of the car, and the car is sitting there pointed at her. And they had a stare off for about 2 minutes. I couldn't even believe what I was watching. And that to me is like the definition of the kind of ego driven conflict. And she's coming by. She's like, I hate that car. I hate that that car went that direction. And I was like, why don't you just get on the sidewalk and walk around? She's like, I didn't want to. And I was like, girl, right. So it can look like that. This energy can look like that. So that may not be your situation. You might not be taking on oncoming traffic out there this week. But as you consider it, look at what you are forcing and facing down as if your ego is going to be the thing that gets you to the other side, right? You can't save your face and your hide at the same time. Now, same day, we're going to also see Venus shifting into the vibration of Aquarius. Aquarius is going to emphasize more of this independence, right? This unconventional approach to relationships, to finance, to how I attract things. Because remember, Venus is about attracting, not chasing. It's an attracting energy. And the theme here is that Venus wants to attract things to us now that bring in freedom. They bring in equality. They bring in more community. Those are the things that are going to start to take center stage in terms of what you want to attract to you. So, first of all, embrace who you are, embrace how you embrace the unique communities that maybe by sharing your expression, maybe by being honest about new truths that you're seeing about yourself, that Venus is bringing them to you. It's the bringing your ex to you, maybe. It's this alignment of these new people, these new groupings, these new communities that allow you to explore new ways of connecting with people. Because Venus wants to bring to you what you're calling now, Venus wants to bring to you. Okay, so now Saturday. It's also a busy energy. We're almost there. With that Venus now having moved into Aquarius in a conjunction with Pluto. Conjunct is together. So Venus is conjunct Pluto. Pluto's about transformation and change. This aspect is intense. It is intense because it's going to bring the depth. We know that something is going to be in the midst of a bigger transformation, especially in terms of your relationships and your values. But we think about the path that we've been traveling this week, right? You've really been traveling this week, right? Where you've really where you've been really taxed with looking at old truths and saying, is that mine you're looking at old projects and saying, yeah, maybe I was really into this before and I put it down and maybe I never spoke up and shared my voice or my true authentic voice around this. And now I'm I'm in this alignment with different people, but just because you get this alignment of different people and different community that are more like-minded like you doesn't mean that the transition to it is always easy. Sometimes it means that you're walking away from groups of people or you're walking into groups of people where you're like, whoa, I'm having to confront my own power struggle around things I'm having to confront where my values are challenged, where relationships are challenged. So I do think that as we're coming into Saturday, the intensity of that Venus Pluto energy can be something where I would pay a little bit more attention or it be easier to the relationships around you. Not now to the plus side, where there are things that need to be uncovered or truths in your partnership, truths in things that you value, truths in your community of like minded people or not like minded people. We have a space where this can be uncovered and discovered and discarded and allow the transformation of either staying in those places and really binding in or releasing them now to the negative manifestation. And I do think about this in terms of what we will hear in the world over the weekend. But this is an aspect iced with
Yeah.
manipulation or obsession. right? I'm obsessed with one thing. I'm kind of in a loop, but I'm not really getting to the other side. So, the thing I want to say is a way to align the best with this, I think, is to first of all practice a lot of honesty. Not like not like front pocket honesty, like, oh yeah, I'm doing really very good today, when somebody's like, how are you? You're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. And like, not that it's not how you're doing it, answering it honestly, answering it with rigorous honesty. What is the honest to goodness truth about what's happening or what's going on, what you're seeing, what you're experiencing, what you value, as opposed to brutal honesty, which actually seeks to tell the truth, but in a way that hurts the other person to build you up and take them down, right? So we'll have an opportunity to practice this, but it will be an aspect that when you align with it, well, I think we practice the depth of vulnerability, and transformation can come from there. There's a healing, there's a deepening that comes with that energy. And it will be the vibe on Saturday. Just after we'll see that Sun is in the opposition to Jupiter. The space between, my expansion, and Jupiter, something that is massively overly indulgent, you know. So, something that you've been thinking about and you've been considering, you're going over these details of like, yes, I really want to have this exploration. I want to know this new truth. What I want to say is listen to the best of your ability. Look at what the core values are. What is a core truth for you? And what have you learned this last year that is teaching you about the core truth for you? And then align your goals only with that. Because if not, it can be you having this great idea, whether it's a project or a belief system, and you're overextending yourself, thinking it's going to help you get there faster, and it's going to do something else. That it's not like what you're doing is what you're thinking, is what you're putting your energy into the time, which is the rent we're paying to be on this earth. You're paying for that in time. And are you just overly exerting yourself and it's not even alignment with the direction that you really want to go? Or is this a day where you're like, okay, oh, I did a little bit much, but let me back myself up because this is a goal that I want to go towards, but I need to pace myself just a little bit more. So look at how you can align on this day. I do think that it's a day two of going to do it. Go do it. Take it on. Remember the things that Mercury is still in retrograde. There is Sagittarius as well. Sagittarius is all about adventure. So, in that opposing energy, you might be going, this doesn't make sense. So, in the opposing energy, you might be going something, oh, man. See, well, I'll explain really quickly. This is a transcript. This is diction. It's kind of like dictating to your phone, and sometimes it doesn't always make sense. Okay, I'm going to skip that little section. Okay. We are coming direct. Neptune is coming direct in the vibration of Pisces. Now, first, that it will bring, for those of you who do not have Neptune retrograde in your chart, if you have Neptune direct in your chart, one of the first things that you're going to get is clarity. There's some clarity. We'll begin to return to the area of your chart that holds this Pisces energy, because the planet coming direct when it's retrograde there is confusion that goes on a little bit, because there's no chill when Neptune goes direct. It's like everything feels so concrete. You know, when Neptune is traveling direct, typically we have this place where we can kind of tap out a little bit. It's like, okay, that's really hard. I need to go back out there to a fantasy place just a little bit. And we need it if we play in my creativity and my imagination. I need a break, right? I need to visit a spiritual realm and get plugged in a little bit. I need a refresher when Neptune's retrograde is like concrete. It's all real all the time. And that's really hard for humans because there's no real escape, right? Our dreams become a bit more vivid, and we can feel like they're a bit more foretelling. All right. Then next Saturday, we're going into Sunday. That's enough for Saturday.
Okay.
We are busy Friday and Saturday. So going into Sunday now, we're going to come into a space of the first quarter moon. And if you would like to know more about that, come see me Sunday at Psychic Sunday.
At 11 p.m., right?
11
a.m. Sorry.
to 1 a.m.
1 a.m.?
1 p.m. Excuse me, I got the one right. 11 a.m.
Me too.
to 1 p.m.
We both got it, yeah.
You were doing 11 p.m. to...
Yeah, I know, to 1 a.m. And you got the 1 a.m. part. Okay. Okay, Christy.
Man, I hate reading her transcripts. It's like, it really is. It's like when you're dictating into your phone, you think you're doing everything right. And then you look at it and you go, what? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, I usually take my own notes and it's a lot easier. So sorry if it was long.
That was long, but there was a lot of information.
Oh, yeah, it's a busy, busy week. It really is.
And I want to remind you all that this video will be available on her YouTube channel, her Facebook channel, my YouTube channel, and my Facebook channels, whenever you want to listen to it. So the first 45 minutes, you can get information. So please, please rewatch it for the first 45 minutes and jot down the times you want to listen again to, because I didn't write down the times she started each day of the week because I was doing the chat and getting ready for it. So yeah, that's great. And welcome in, Sandra. There's a lot of people came in while you were busy. Rainbow. I love it. Love the name.
That's nice.
Um, we have Mimi. We have uh, going back. Bounty is in while you were busy. Christine came in, and I'm going to post this. Christine did leave, I think, but she wanted to let us know that her husband had surgery. Everything's doing fantastic, and the surgery was successful. He's walking again with a walker.
Well, good. Good, good, good. I think we told her that he would be.
Yeah, he just got to get the mindset to be positive and get through this. And he
Yep.
seems to have gotten through it with flying colors. And Luong sent love after that. Bounty's having a lot of problems, but she's in the list to read. Now I put in the list as the order as they came in. The questions came in. So yes, Miss Susie, you were the first in, but you were the third on the list. So I've got Gia, Luong, Susie, Alex, Victor. So whoever's here, and if I didn't name you, you're still on the list. It's just that you're a little further down. So Gia, please let us know you're still here. And I have, let me see, let me go ahead and post that. So Gia, but I'd like to see what you guys pull up for me. And I think she came up later with, oh, forgot to tell us she's Gemini. Okay. So,
Gia is a Gemini.
yeah.
No specific questions. She just wants to see. All right, angels. I'm talking with Gia.
And she's here.
She's here and she's wanting whatever is in her greatest and highest good. Thank you, angels. It's very good. Whoa. Okay, Gia, there's a lot going on. Do you have an Aquarius in your life, Gia, or an Aries? Wow. Okay, so you're really tired. You're tired, but you're still hopeful that things are going to go well. You do not. Okay. Well, maybe you've got placements there, but I do have those signs so far here. Thank you, angel spirit guides, for your guidance. Wow. Okay. You're not married? Is that correct? Gia Evans. That's for Gia Evans. Is there anything else? Good grief. Okay. Well, you're not. I didn't think so by this, but I didn't want to. Okay. I'm going to stop here. This is like a full reading. Okay. Spirit wants you to be the leadership in your own life. Okay. they understand you're tired, but they want you to stand up and not allow others to take the lead. This is your life, you take the lead. They see that you're working really hard, and you have a wish card here. You've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, that's about making a wish. Now I see where there's options coming in. You're going to have you in a love reading, that's about having multiple people to choose from. It can just mean about in work or in life, you have a lot of things going on and it's hard to keep them all straight. I see where things are going to start to really move. You've just finished a cycle in life and you're starting a new one, and this new one looks really good. You're going to move into smoother waters. Things are going to get a whole lot easier. And I'm grateful after what I've seen you've been through. I hope this all makes sense and resonates, and I hope it helps you. You're muted.
There it goes. Finally.
Yes.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, there was noise, so I wanted to make sure I was quiet.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Listen.
Because I was not sure.
Yeah, and patience with self. Most important thing is patience with self. Always, you have more patience with others, but this is their words coming out. You are the barometer to your relationships to others. In other words, you've got to have your cup filled. The unconditional love for yourself, self-care, and all the things that you need should come first. And we're not going to say need to come first or anything. These are just what they're telling me to tell you. You have to come first because you cannot help others in the way you want to. I mean, fully help others until you fully help yourself, until you forgive, forget. These are their words coming in, and move forward in your life. Yes, there's around you that are trying to drag you down, and there's around you that want the best for you, even though they might not say. I was muted too. Oh,
Yeah.
Even though they might not let you know that they want the best for you, they're just waiting and seeing what you do. But you're the leader. I think Bonnie said that too. Is that you've
I'm
got
not sure what you're sorry for, though. You wrote that a couple times.
Yeah.
See where there's sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry. No, don't be sorry for anything. You are where you are for a reason. You've had these lessons for a reason. Learn from them, but forgive yourself. Okay? Because you did the best you could at the time. And so did the others who might have been negative to you. They did the best they could. That's where they were at the time. So leave the past, and the suggestion is that you leave the past behind and move forward. Let those energy vampires fall to the side, but send them unconditional love as long as you have enough for yourself. You are first and foremost, because you cannot help others, like we say all the time, cannot help others until you help yourself. So please take care of you, because the more you shine your light, the more others will shine their light as well. We all need to work on that. I know. Okay, and what is the overflow of your cup should be what others get. No need to pour. Yes, the overflow. Exactly, Jess. Because you were muted. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, sometimes with background noises, we have to mute ourselves, but stand your ground and move forward. You have a lot of great energy. The other thing I have, you have restless legs. In other words, you want to do the action, but you, I think you've muted yourself, like you said, but move forward. Just keep it going. And the other thing they wanted me to let you know that grounding is important, getting yourself grounded again. And Gemini. So the suggestion for Gemini, they're selling deep breathing exercises. Also, get out in fresh air, whether it's by an ocean or body of water, but they want you to breathe in as fresh air you can as you can. It would help clear. They're saying help clear the negativity and the remaining energy from others. That's their message to you. I hope that helps you. Whew. I do love your energy. Thank you. Okay. And Luong, are you here, dear? Because you've been here most of the morning, but when I called your name, you did not post. Also, so we have Luong, Susie, Alex, and then Victor in that order. And yes, Victor, I have both your questions. And okay. And then after Victor will be Cece. All right. Thank you. As a Gemini myself, I love candles and candle meditation. Okay. Are there certain colors that you like to use, Jess? Since you are a fellow Gemini, to Gia. You are a Gemini sister with Gia. So, any specific colors or anything that works best for you? Because sometimes it helps when you talk to somebody in the same sign. Okay, but we will move on. Luong is not popping up. Nobody else has besides Jess. So please pop up. Let us know who's here.
Next, then, I think.
Well, Luong would have been. And then it was Susie. Oh, nobody's popping in yet. I use white. Yes, I love white candles for a lot of things.
That's all I use. Weeks back.
I do use black for protection, not for bad things, but just for protection for myself.
Okay, Julie.
Dragon blood, I noted. Sandra or Sandra, however you pronounce it, it's going to be a little bit. For those I named, those are the ones first. Okay.
Hey, Angie.
Yeah. Miss Angie was in the house. Sorry, I forgot to tell you, but you probably saw that pop up. Let's see. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
she's not. Come on,
Yeah.
Susie. Oh,
She
wait.
probably
See it where she's here. It's yeah.
where?
I see. Sorry, I
Where?
was right below Angie.
Oh, there she is. I see her now. Yeah.
All right, Julie predicted a break between you and Sean a few weeks back, which seems to be happening.
We see you now.
Advice on the next step for this or love in general. All right, Angels. Susie wants to know about love. Any advice? What is the next step for Susie? I wish they'd tell me what mine is. We're talking to Susie for her greatest and highest good. What is the next step in love? Please think yours is. it's nice to see that your heart is healed. I think I told you that last time. But it's always nice to see that card come out.
Let me get the 8 card.
Are you having problems sleeping? Anxious, or your mind going? Susie. What can you tell me for Susie? Hi, Robin. Oh, you'll, the one person that I know loves the astrology just got here. Okay, yeah. Robin, you'll have to rewind.
It goes for 45 minutes, Robin, and it's very packed with information. So please.
Oh, Luong, we called you, honey. You weren't here. We don't read unless you're here.
Yep. We'll have to go back to you.
Okay, let me look. I was looking for.
Oh wow, love the numbers.
Yeah, you're waking up. Okay, that's what it's showing. It's telling me that you've finally let go of a burden. And if you're not feeling that, then let go of whatever it is. All right, I need more cards to go further. I don't understand that. Thank you, Angel Spirit Guides, for your guidance. Well, transformation, go figure. What I'm hearing, Susie, is that there's still work to be done. And it won't grow until you have completed whatever transformation you're going through, whatever change is happening in your life. Love is not going to happen until that is done. And that might be, or I should say, that might involve working on yourself. Last card, please, for Susie. Is our last card. And oh, good. Things are going to get easier. Do we have that song? Ooh, child?
Ooh, child. I haven't put it on there yet, but yeah. Things are gonna get easier.
Yeah. You have love coming, but it's delayed right now. You do have this new opportunity. Just a minute. I want to double check something.
Oh. We'll get to you as soon as we can, Luong. I'm sorry it's 1 a.m. there.
Are you having financial problems? Feels stagnant, so not sure the change I need to take her to. All right. May I have another card, please? She feels stagnant. What's the next thing for her to do? Is there some sort of conflict going on? Okay, they're saying that you need more confidence. You need to be the leader in your life. You are the authority in your life. No financial problems. That's good. Okay. That means they want you to be more confident, to be able to stand straight and be that authority. Oh, I see. Okay.
That's what the...
Uh-huh. Frosty. Ah, that's what this is. That's between you and him. Is he having financial issues? This is the conflict. That's the, okay, that goes there. Well, it's kind of like, it's kind of like a puzzle.
Yeah.
You do need to be the authority. You've got to stand up and demand the respect, and know your worth.
It is 10:10 here. Just letting you know.
They're not giving me a whole lot more. They're not giving me what it is you should work on. Does he have financial issues? Maybe it's just telling me about the fact that you went and asked for more money. That could be it. Oh, yeah. Okay. And it's inverted because you didn't get it. Thank you. Thank you, angels. You didn't get the raise. So that's why that's there. And they're calling it a missed opportunity, but you went and asked. It doesn't make sense.
It's a missed opportunity on the company's side, not yours.
I guess that could be. The conflict, though. Where's the conflict?
I think it's with Sean, but
yeah. Oh, that's right. That's up where I put Sean's stuff. My advice with this is you need to keep away from Sean. That's where they want you to be the authority. You've got to know your value. Maybe Sean's not the right person. Maybe he was the right person for a while.
Mr. Right Now.
Yeah, Mr. Right Now, or Mr. Right Then.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where the change needs to take place. Realize your value. It's not with him because he doesn't see the same. He's not seeing your value. So that's where you need to accept and move forward. What's on the bottom of the deck? Seriously?
Yes, exactly. It will company as opportunity, as I will look for something else as feel undervalued. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So again, stand up for yourself. Know your value.
Mhm.
Things are going to get easier. But I really, yeah, yeah, there's no growth at that company. I hope some of this resonated.
Remember, we're in Mercury retrograde as far as Sean is concerned. You don't want to deal with him per se until after the 2nd of January. And then where Mercury goes direct, then you can rethink things. But right now,
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah. And you can cut the cords if you feel like it. Remember, if it's meant to be, it'll come back again. But you need to take care of you right now. You're most important. I don't think
Yeah,
Sean.
I don't think he sees it either, honey.
Yeah.
And right, you shouldn't have to convince him.
No,
Remember, it's about attracting. Know your values, stand there confidently in your power.
you are most important. Remember that. He does not, at this point in your life, he doesn't matter. You do. Right? Nobody else matters but you. Okay. Welcome in, Arushi. Susie, the first thing I got was you asked about love, self, love, self, have strength in yourself. Um, what the other thing that came to me immediately was that there was female energy that is close to you about the exact same age. I don't know if you have a twin, but it came in and it's around your age. It's an annoying energy. It's not a negative energy per se, but it's very annoying. And the words they gave me was know all. This person knows all. And again, it's female energy. It doesn't mean it has to be a female person. Okay. And oh, I like it. Let it go. Let it go. Let's see what else you got here. I didn't see what came up. Oh, your internet has frozen. Okay. All right. Blockages. Oh, blockages in your foot chakras. What the information they showed me is that a Epsom salt soak while you're listening to a guided meditation for cleansing and um, activating your foot chakras will be very advantageous for you. So this is a way for you to move forward and let go of um, the negative energy. Remember, most of our energy goes one way or the other, either out the crown or out the feet. And this is a lot of the negative energy that is built up around your feet, and that's why they're blocking your foot chakra. Also, I've got the last thing they gave me was that you have doubt in your heart, centralized. There's doubt in there, so believe in you because you have a lot of potential. You're a very strong person, but you've been catering to others and listening to others for a long time, and I know how that goes. Okay, I hope that helps you, Susie. You know we love you coming in, so please let us know next week how things go. Oh, and the other, and since you've decided you're going to find another opportunity in employment, I think that's definitely more advantageous for you. And Luong is saying she's here. Hello, Angela R. And who else? I already said Arushi. Okay. Not,
Luong is here.
yeah, I got it. And there's Luong. Okay.
What's my faith on love now?
We don't know what your faith on love is. I mean, that's up to you.
I'm not sure she's
Yeah, I don't.
using the right word. What
Are
is
you talking
my
future?
future, maybe? Okay, let's look at the future. Let's just do the highest and greatest.
On love.
Angels, I'm talking to Luan Claire. And well, that wasn't very smart. Let's try that again. She wants to know what's coming in love. What can you tell me for her greatest and highest good for Luan Claire? What is it that you're thinking about doing? There's something that you're not sure whether you should take the risk, and they're saying go ahead and take the risk. Be the queen that you are. Use the wisdom you've been given. Is there something you're upset about, Luan? We're reading you. You don't have to say you're here. I just asked if there was something that's upsetting you. I'm not getting anything else, so, honey, all I'm getting is that you're supposed to take some sort of risk. They were wanting to know what has upset you, and you're to use the wisdom that you were given and be the queen that you are.
Okay. And I know there's a little, oops, yeah. There's little lost in translation. Okay, let's see what she says here.
That's what I
Yeah,
think.
someone did upset me. Okay.
Okay.
That you need to trust yourself. Like, you're the queen, you make the decisions of what you want, and make sure they know what you want or how you want to be treated. And I know cultures are different, and you have to be a little more cautious. But in a this is their words, not mine. In a demure manner, make it known that you are worthy of so much more than what you're receiving.
Boy,
Yeah,
I'm not getting
so much
nothing.
more. What?
Well, I was just trying to get more about being upset because they told me that. They didn't show me. They asked, what's she upset about? And I couldn't get anything else out of the cards.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they asked that. I'm sorry.
And I'm getting that you're blocked a lot too. And again, the foot chakra, I don't know why they're telling me that for you as well. Oh, the anger and everything has built up in your because it's not in the rest of your body. It has gone to your feet, and that doesn't. It's not very comfortable. I'll put it that way. Not very comfortable at all. So I would suggest that you soak too. Epsom salt bath if you can. Just put it for your feet, just for your feet, a soak for your feet. What is the, not frankincense, what is the, oh, this is strange. I've never heard this one, but basil oil, essential oil, is the one they would like you to put in the water, in the Epsom salt water, basil oil.
Wow.
And specifically, holy basil water. Holy basil oil. My two toes have been so uncomfortable. Wow. Okay. So, yeah. I don't understand why I don't feel.
Well, put some basil oil in your bath and maybe
Yeah.
you'll feel better.
Yeah. And remember, Epsom salt. They're not saying anything other than Epsom salt and holy basil oil. Okay. Those are the only two things they want. I would suggest a guided meditation at the same time, whichever you prefer. Now they're saying Louise Hayes, and listening to Louise Hayes about releasing anger. That's what they're showing. Okay. So I hope that helps you, Luong. Please let us know next week how things go. Appreciate that. Alex, are you here? Okay. So, Alex, if you're here, if not, then we're going to Mr. Victor because we know he is in the house.
Nothing is working. Whoops, can't wait for the news.
What do we got?
Where'd that go? Alex. You had something up about Alex.
Yeah, I did. Well, she was next, or she was next. And however, they didn't pop up. So.
Oh, I gotcha.
So.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So Victor is, I know, in the house somewhere.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay, I know he had a different question. Oh.
Okay. Sag, wait. Question about.
Was 6 up, now it's 0. Hope.
It's been unlucky.
Oh, okay. Wow. You weren't ready to move, so that's why they went down to 0 again.
Hold on, some guiding. Okay. So you want some guidance on what's next? I'm trying to think of how to word this. Okay, Angels, I've got Victor here. And he's a little down about the move that hasn't worked out and would like some guidance from you about moving. Thank you. Angels, Victor Cedar. All right, I need more than that. Okay, please give me more. I need more. information before that. Please give me more information. Thank you, angels. Oh, I'm so sorry, Victor. You're just feeling so down
A lot
and
of
weak,
doubt.
no strength. But the heart is healed. The only thing I'm not, and you're in, things are going to move for you. The one card that came out that I'm not happy about, I'm trying to figure out how to apply it. Thank you, angels. I need more information, please. What can you give me about that card? Oh, Victor, do you live with somebody right now? Family?
Cats.
I know you have cats, but are you living with somebody? Hmm. Um, maybe he's having internet issues.
Yeah, it could be. Or maybe the cats are fighting.
Oh, there's somebody that he needs to get away from.
Oh, here it
Oh,
comes.
not living with the cats, just but missing family too much. That's the sorrow I'm getting. Okay. You're missing the family. Well, that still doesn't explain that card then. I need this card. You protect yourself, don't you, with Archangel Michael, Victor? You feel a lot of heaviness.
Yeah.
Like super heavy. Oops. Yeah. Wow. All right. I don't know how to apply that. I see the ascension. I see the new cycle. I see the give and take, and I see you're very tired, and you have the weight of the world on you. But you've got another card here. Maybe there's a soul contract there. I would sage your apartment. Sage it, honey. You've got some stuff here
Okay.
that I don't think is healthy for you. So that's what I would do today. If you've got some sage, get that done. Because I'm feeling this heaviness. It's not a good feeling. Oh, what's he said?
But it's been troubling my mind. Oh, he felt fantastic speaking to his mom. Um, she said, Victor, all will get good. In worst case scenario, you live in the guest house. Yeah.
So see, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is one option out there. Sure, I understand how that would trouble your mind, but there's still a heaviness. I want you to sage your apartment. Okay. And the other thing they want you to do, you got to say it again. I missed it. Um, oh, they're saying don't make it the focus. Like I said in the astrology, how if you focus on what's on the other side of that mountain, you need to talk with and be around people who are trying to do the same type of thing, because or listen to tapes or what videos or whatever, which will give you ways to get around that mountain. Does that make sense? Your goal is on the other side of the mountain. You need to figure out how to get over the mountain or around the mountain. And you're so focused on that, you're not seeing the ways to do it. So focus on how to do it. Focus on being around people that are trying to do the same thing, because, you know, there's going to be more solutions with more heads together, if that makes sense. All right, I'm going to let Julie take over here.
Okay, and just when you started, doubt has crept in, and then the word cleanse came up.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah, and one of the things about cleansing, I will try not to focus on it. Yes, but remember your choice. You know it's happening soon. So, like she said, there's a mountain to go over. Let go of the homesickness. You know in your heart you're getting there. It's just divine timing you're waiting for. All right. Everything happens for a reason. So you know you're going through this. And one of the things they told me was that you had plenty, you were on the list, a lot of them, you were good. The only thing is that the way things are where you're at, um, the energies that surround you are more advantageous for you to spend some time at home because of the homesickness than it is for you to set up somewhere else at this time. But once you're there in the area, then you're going to get a better idea and you'll be able to build your community that you want to build easier by starting at home. Okay. I hope that makes sense to you, but that's what they're saying. Also, the cleansing, when she talked to you about when Bonnie said to sage the house, I'm getting, because of Sherry's teachings, that you need to wash the front door with peppermint tea or warm water with peppermint essential oil in it, a couple drops of it, and then wash that front door. That's the outside of your front door. And don't forget, it doesn't matter what time or what day it is, blow cinnamon in to your front door. Okay. Because that's all about abundance. And you can put it on a paper currency of Sweden. I think there might be crowns or EUs or what. I'm not sure. Not EUs, but you know what I mean. So I hope
Maybe
that.
try to find some other people that are experiencing homesickness.
Yeah.
Okay. Find like-minded people.
Yep.
And even if it's just a video on it, or, through Zoom, you make a connection.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of opportunities on how to, but you've got to focus on what you've got, not where you want to be.
Right. Not tomorrow, but today, the here, the now. And what she was saying about YouTube and all that, they're saying again for you, they're suggesting that Louise Hayes, go to the videos on that, and also who's the other one? Abraham Hicks on homesickness, and see who's in the chat. Okay, the chat will help.
Like-minded people.
Yep. Do a salt ceremony and sage at the moment. Okay, cool.
Oh, Robin, you forgot to sage, huh? Don't worry, you're not alone. I haven't forgotten. I just put it off. I saged the office.
Hey, that's a good start.
Yeah.
I guess Alex is not here anymore. Cece Bear, Emily, and then Mimi. Any of those are here, please.
Not today, Satan. That's right.
Yeah. So anybody that I just named, please pop up if you're still here. Alex, Cece Bear, Emily, Lorenz, Bradley, and Mimi. Because you guys are next. We're trying to get through this, but the more delay you give us, the more delay we have in reading others. So please pop up. Otherwise, we're going to the next one. Cece's here. Okay.
Nice. Robin, did you want a reading?
Oh, Mimi's here too.
Okay, who's
Yeah,
next?
Robin's on the list, but she's a little further down. But yeah, we'll pop her in as soon as we get a couple more of these because they've been here for a while.
Okay, Cece's next. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, Cece's next.
Oh, okay. Pisces says, should I train to be an end-of-life doula? Did you know I am?
Yes, just explain that.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Jess.
And Jess did say that that's the reason why she's probably here too. So,
okay. We're talking to Cece Bear, angels. She wants to know if she should train to be an end-of-life doula. Wow. An immediate yes. I mean, huge yes. I that's a lot. So that was easy.
yeah.
Big time.
And that doesn't mean you're not meant for something else. That's the number one thing you should do.
Yeah, there's a huge need. Where do
Yeah.
you live? What part of the country do you live?
I'm waiting for the answer on that.
Where do you live, Cece?
Yeah, the delay is a little
The
crazy.
delay's getting to me today.
Yeah. And being Pisces, oh, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Well, let me tell you, there's a huge need. Huge need. If you think about it, the baby boomer, my generation, is all getting older, except for me. And aging, and the top end of the beginning end of that baby boomer is getting way up there, and the need is huge. So yes, go do that.
Yep. And for some reason, you have blockage in your giving hand. So work on relieving your blockages so that you can do this. In receiving, it's great, but if you're a death doula, you need to. It's about giving, so you need to get that released. And they're showing me a okay, black onyx. That's what they're showing in my hand. So get a hold of a black onyx, decent size, because they're showing me like this with a black onyx in my hand. So hold on to that. Other cleansing can be done too, but they're suggesting the black onyx and cleansing. Whether you gave too much to other people who didn't deserve it, the people who, being a death doula, you're only going to be helping those who truly deserve your time and effort. So you need to get past the negativity of the past and go forward with the future, with the here and now and the future. That's what I got. Oh, Robin's in PA too. That's right. So
there you go. Maybe you two are close.
Yeah.
You might chat.
I don't know if they're going to be as close as you and Jess, but hey, whatever.
And I still haven't met her.
Yep.
But
And
I need to at least talk to her today.
And there's somebody in Murfreesboro too. So
Really?
Yeah. Forgot
Who's
who
in
that was.
Murfreesboro?
I thought Michelle Frost was somewhere near you guys too. I don't know if that was in Murfreesboro or not. But anyway,
that's a little ways, but
yeah, it's a little further than it's further than Nashville too, for that matter. But let's meet someone from PA here. Okay, let's see. And Mimi was next, and then we'll go with Robin in that order. Yes, I know other people were here first. Emily, you'll be right after Robin. So Mimi. I know you're here.
Me.
Aquarius, sun and moon. Congratulations. Pluto is an Aquarius.
Okay. Would like to get guidance on how to deal with a Pisces. Yeah, air sign, water sign can be difficult. It depends on the placements of the other things. Is this a
but remember,
love? Huh?
Initially we had similar values. Now looks like we are on different paths. So are you rising, Mimi, and they're staying behind? You are an air sign.
You know, it could have been a Mr. Right Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, Gemini, Cancers get together. So, they get along.
Okay, I don't know. All right, angels. Mimi wants to know about her love life going forward with the Pisces. Thank you, angels, spirit guides, for your guidance. For her greatest envious.
She wants more stability.
Well, your Pisces showed up. Queen is Libra. You've shown up too. Excuse me, that went all the way to the floor.
That must be important.
Yes, you have shown up here. I think there's somebody else coming in your life.
That's one.
I think that's an earth sign. You're kind of tired of this, aren't you? Yeah, I'm thinking you've got a King of Pentacles here. I think that's right after that came the Fool card, which is about taking that risk. I see where you're tired of things. I also see that there's going to be success. For whatever it's worth. They're saying be frugal. Pull back. That's what they pull back from Pisces.
Oh, yeah.
Are you feeling defensive? Okay, just it's funny you mentioned what a black onyx. Oh,
Yep.
me. True. Tired of it all. Okay. Are you being defensive though? You know?
Yeah.
Okay. What they're saying is having your defenses up for Mr. Pisces. You want to guard yourself, is what they're saying. See, this gal is inside a crystal ball. Okay. That's what they want you to do. You've got to have your boundaries and pull back from Mr. Pisces. Pull back your emotions, pull back everything. Okay? You've got something coming here. You are the wounded warrior, kiddo. You are like the Energizer Bunny. You will fight for the cause and never give up. But sometimes you got to know when to pull back, and this is one of those times. All right. I hope that helps you.
Oh, I didn't even get.
Come back and let us know.
Yeah. And focusing on yourself. Very, very important. As we talked about it, you are the most important person. And I keep getting waves from this Pisces, just waves. And so I understand why you want more stability because as an air sign with waves underneath you, it just, the words they're giving me is causes turmoil. You don't need the turmoil.
Yeah, Pisces can cause that.
Hello.
Just saying, I'm not Pisces, but
I know you're not Pisces. That's why we love you. Our Pisces, our favorite Pisces.
I love Pisces. Yeah.
Yes, I do too. And just our favorite Pisces was here. My second favorite Pisces is Scott, but anyway. And yeah, same thing. Anyway, back to it. So I get the stability, but you've got to make your own. And they keep bringing me to your giving hand. And it's almost like there's a pull through the center of your palm. What does that mean? What they're telling me, what that means is you keep giving no matter how much giving pains you. You've got to let go of this thorn or knife, however you want to think of it, out of your hand. You need to pull it out and heal yourself because you've heard of thorn in your side. This is a thorn in your giving hand, and you don't need it there. It doesn't belong there. You are more complete when you are fully yourself. And I know you're working on it. I'm going to tap in real quick. Tapping into your heart chakra. There's about a 3 to 4 warmth underneath. and then a blockage on top. Why is there a blockage on top? They're saying about the blockage on top. It's in the center, so it is of your. It's the wall you erected, and they're telling you to blow it up. It doesn't belong there. You're better than that. One of the ways you can is self unconditional love. Build it up, and the heat from that will blow it up, and it'll be dissolved and never come back again. This is about you, loving yourself, forgiving yourself, and moving forward. Okay, it's all about you. So that's the only other thing they've got for me. We'll work on letting go and self.
Okay, who's next?
All right. Next was we're going to go to Robin and then to Emily. And then we're done most likely because, yeah, it's
Okay,
that time.
so Robin. Did Robin have a?
Wanted to say hi, but I know she wanted something, but I didn't get the last thing she had. So, Robin, what did you have? You had a question. For those of you who did not get reading today, this evening will be A5 Says and Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and that'll be
She
around.
just loves those love readings. So if you didn't get one from me, ask her.
And
Tell
she
her
is one of our favorite Pisces, just saying.
Oh, absolutely my favorite Pisces. Don't take anything I said out of context.
Yep. And okay, Robin, I don't know where your question was because I know
Robin,
you had
are you
something.
here, honey? God knows we love you. Are you still here? Been a long morning.
Yeah, it's been
anything. Yeah.
Anything.
Okay,
Yep.
there she is.
Yep.
Angels, what messages for the greatest and highest good do you have for Robin Klink? Thank you, Angels. Whatever messages Spirit has for Robin Klink. Whoops. They're saying that you have all the solutions to the conflicts. Robin Klink. Thank you, Angels, Spirit guides for your guidance. Okay. Do you have a Capricorn in your life? Do you know somebody who has some serious personality, maybe issues that have kind of been working on themselves? Have you been working on you? So you're a know-it-all? No, I'm saying, and I need to know, do you have a Capricorn in your life, or have you been working on yourself? Do you know somebody who's been doing shadow work? Your father was Capricorn?
Strong, very strong.
I don't think it's your father here. Keep getting these reversal cards, so I keep looking at my deck to see if I'm holding it right. second. No.
Lots of personal growth.
Yeah, those are not no's for you. What they're saying here is that you're not dreaming big enough.
Limitations.
I need more information on this 5 of Wands, please. Thank you. Okay, that's better. Is there something that you're fighting with yourself over? Like, pros and cons fighting with yourself kind of thing? They're telling me things are going to get easier. Yeah, she's going to sing. Look out.
I'm doing it quietly.
Robin Plank. Wow. Cards are flying, honey. Aha, you've got somebody coming towards you.
Mm-hmm.
You are. Okay. This person that's coming towards you is at a dead stop right now. Don't know why. You've got this celebration coming. It doesn't, it could be your friends, it could be family. It's a celebratory energy. So I don't know if there's something coming up that you're celebrating. Are you having, everybody having financial issues? They keep showing me financial issues here. Lots of personal growth. Okay. Well, that works for that. Well, you've got to know that things don't lose hope. Things are going to get easier.
Ooh.
And you do have somebody coming toward you. You have a Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles moves one step at a time, very slow and methodical, gets everything done, dots every I, crosses every T. But your Knight of Pentacles is at a stop right now. I don't know what he's waiting on. Hang on. Is there something else you can tell me what that person's waiting on? There's some financial issues, and I'm wondering if they're that person. Weight of the world here. That's why. Okay, this person's trying to get things cleaned up. Had a lot of burden, and it probably is financial. You've been manifesting someone from the past? Why? The past is the past for a reason. I do see you making long-range plans. Is this a ex-lover? An ex? I mean, we're in Mercury retrograde. Divine timing, always. But why are you bringing somebody from the past?
She's concerned with you.
I mean, you don't have to tell me. I'm just like, well, we're in Mercury retrograde. So if you're manifesting somebody from the past, now would be the time, this month would be the time they would show up. But this person, and I don't know if this is your person from the past, this person's got a big, huge burden. I think there's a lot of financial problems there. They say, you're single, ready to mingle, sweetheart.
We had a false start. That's what she said.
You had a false start. Well, I don't know how well you knew this person, but I get the sense that there's some burden there, and they're trying to deal with that and get that all settled before. That's what's keeping them from coming forward. So if that's your person from the past, make sure your manifestation is very specific. Okay? You know, if you just say, I want this man from, you know, they'll throw somebody at you. You've got to be specific. I want them financially healthy. I want them emotionally healthy. You know, go through and specific, because otherwise you might get somebody who's got some incredible burdens and incredible financial issues. I really get the sense that this person is stopped because they want to take care of this.
Which is a good thing.
That is a very good thing. So be patient, but keep manifesting specific. Be specific, okay? All right, Julie, you go ahead.
And work on you too. We're going to, you know, anytime you you're preparing for love to come in, make sure you're working on your heart chakra. Why am I? And be your authentic self. Do some shadow work. Didn't you talk about the astrology shadow work?
She had been doing shadow work.
Okay. And but isn't the astrology something about shadow work too? I know she's been working on things, but there was something. I guess I'm thinking.
Well,
okay.
It's a good thing to do in moon void, of course. That's okay. A great thing to work on.
And we have some good moon voids coming up. Good solid moon voids. And that would be no, not until he's ready. Okay. But you have to get ready. You've got to get yourself prepared. So there's a little bit more shadow work is what they're saying. Keep going on it. I have a feeling, or this is what they're telling me, is that you have cleaned up around him as far as the false start and everything. But there's some shadow work prior to that needs to be worked on, and after. And they're showing me something to the right side. So male energy, it has nothing to do with this guy coming in. It has to do with other male energy that you need to work on cleansing up that, or forgiving and doing your shadow work on that male energy. It is not your male energy, it's somebody else's, but it is your reaction to them. It is, this was in the past, but after this, the false start. And it has to do with stagnation in a relationship that happened in between now and the false start. And you've got to clean up that shadow work in order to be prepared for this one. This is what I've got. Uh,
Oh, well, we love you too, dear.
yes, from the beginning. Oh, thank you.
Long
Yes,
one.
and that astrology read is really great. A lot of energy going on. So hopefully. And do you have what time for one more, Miss Bunny? Because
Yeah,
Emily's
I've
been
got
with.
time. I'm good till 12:30.
Okay. Okay, Miss Emily, and thank you, Robin, for coming in. And we always love your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Gemini, may I please have some guidance about a decision I'm struggling with? I got accepted to my dream school, but I'm scared of the student loans I would have to take out. I am currently in, hold on, a safe, stable community college. Should I go ahead and get a loan and transfer or stay where I am?
Okay, that's easy. Angels, we're talking to Emily Lawrence Bradley. She's in a very safe, stable community college. She was accepted to her dream school, but it's going to cost a lot of money. Should she go to this dream school and take on the loans? Should she go to her dream school, take on the loans? They're saying no.
Oh, wow. If,
I'll ask
if,
again.
if you've been accepted, then you should be able to get in later. I'll wait for
True, I
them.
would think so, yeah. Emily Lawrence Bradley. Should she take on the student loans and go to the school she wants to go to? They're saying no.
Okay. The other thing is you're at a community college here in the United States. That's my question to you, Emily. I know a lot about community colleges and the programs they have. So please let me know. Yes, exactly. You work on getting scholarships. And if you are a stable community college in the United States, Phi Theta Kappa. If your grades are good enough, do I wait another semester? You want to ask that question? Should she wait?
Okay.
Yes, you asked. Okay. Phi Theta Kappa is in each and every community college. This is the honors program
Okay.
at the community college. Okay. If you haven't
Should she do it
been approached by
in another
them,
semester? Should
approach
she
them
do
if your
it?
grades are good enough because they will help you find the scholarships, and the more work you do with them, no, not one semester. The more work you do with an honor society, the better you're going to get as far as scholarships and other things.
I would think some of that would also depend on what kind of income you're going to earn. You have to take on, physicians come out of school with hundreds of thousands of dollars
Right.
in debt, but they are able to pay that off because it's a high wage earning. So I guess you have to look at what are you going to benefit from.
Yep. And right now, the benefit isn't there, or you would have gotten it. I mean, you've gotten approved, but taking on the student loan right
See how
now,
much they want you. Are they
yeah,
willing to help you?
they're going to give you a full ride.
I would certainly apply for it if you have the
Yeah.
grades.
Did I miss opportunity to go? No, you have not missed the opportunity to
Mm-mm.
go. question is, what have you done at the community college level to prepare you to get scholarships to the schools you want? But right now, taking on the student loan is not advantageous for you. It is not, the universe would prefer you didn't do that.
I wouldn't unless it's a really high earning,
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
a $20,000 loan.
That's not that much, but it's
That's
still,
not,
that's
but
only the beginning.
then
That's
how
only,
much are you going to, be earning? 20,000 in a high interest. Well, student loans aren't high interest, but you sure got to be careful with them.
right. And they're basically, universe is basically telling you you're not ready yet. Yes, you've gotten approved. That's great. And tell them you're appreciative. What type of scholarships are
Can
they
they
offering?
offer you a $20,000 scholarship? That's
Right.
really not that much money.
No, it isn't. Now, if you're
Is
talking Stanford, then you're talking $200,000 minimum.
Yeah, 20,000.
Honestly,
Some
some
degrees,
degrees,
it doesn't really matter where. Yeah, exactly.
stable program, right?
That's
It's the
true.
it's the program, and
That's
it might be, yeah. Go ahead.
People just don't ask, what school did you go to, very often.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, in lawyers, maybe some doctors, it really, really matters. But I've never been asked. I mean, it's
Oh,
just,
she got a 12 grand scholarship. That's a good start.
that's a good start. Ask them
Dominate
to
your,
help you with the rest.
and I like this. I'm just saying, KI is what I call you. I like that. That is great. Dominate your current program and stand out. Again, I want to ask you one last time. Have you gotten a hold of Phi Theta Kappa in your community college? It would be for creative writing. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a risk.
that's a risk.
Then they're
It's a
saying
whole-
no. I would listen to them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if you really want to do creative writing, Phi Theta Kappa is a perfect way for you to start because they need creative writers um, to put in to help each chapter better themselves. Because I had to write 2 papers when I did that. No, I didn't join because I wasn't confident. Get a hold of them. Let them know you want to join. It doesn't, confidence does not happen unless you have the support to move forward. I can tell you this. Um, when I started my journey, I wasn't very confident in this, but I knew it was what I wanted to do. However, I wouldn't have been able to walk in the door if it wasn't for Phi Theta Kappa. I did speeches for Phi Theta Kappa. I wrote my own speeches. These are a lot of things, but I couldn't have done it if I didn't have the group, the community there of Phi Theta Kappa to do it. I'm telling you, it's going to give you the confidence to move forward. ABD ended up getting my BSN for free. Ah,
Lucky.
yes. When it comes to going live, Jess, it's not,
Call me.
yes, not only that, but come to class. We'll make your Zoom work. I know how to do it. You can do it, Jess. Yeah.
Yeah, you're very talented, honey.
Yeah.
Call me. We'll talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I? have an estimate for how long I should wait. It's not waiting. You have work to do between now and then. Like how many semesters? I'll go back to what KI said. Dominate your current program. When you make a name for yourself in the community college and Phi Theta Kappa, you're going to be writing your own way forward.
Yeah, write your own grant.
Yep. Write your own grant. You're going to be creative writing. That's one of the things you need to learn is writing grants. Just say. It's a different form of creative writing, but it still works. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate everybody's input. Sorry we couldn't get to everyone tonight. And what's happening tonight that they can go?
Well, you can go see Miss A5 Says Angie and Mr. Sonoran Mystic Tarot, Donald. And you can see them and they will do your readings, and they like love readings. So if you have a question about your love life, go there. Ask them. Tell them I sent you. They will seek you. Oh, that's about, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you on that bounty. And a reminder is that after tonight, tomorrow is Sonoran Mystic Tarot, Dawn, and Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot. Go ahead.
Tomorrow. No, I'm thinking there's a full moon. We didn't even talk about.
We didn't talk about full moon? What is it?
Let me
full moon.
Let me double check and make sure I know.
December 15th, Sunday.
Okay, well, don't forget about it. Do your full moon rituals.
But that's Sunday the 15th.
Okay, wait.
We've got a week. So
we got a week. I'm ahead of myself here.
Yeah. We're just getting over the new moon here.
So. Yeah, right. I thought it was kind of soon, but for some reason. Yep. Got it.
Okay. So Thursday morning will be Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot, Miss Shauna, and Sonoran Mystic Tarot, Dawn. And then on Friday, I will be back with Scott and the Gabriel Project, Scott Underwood. Saturday morning, Miss Susan will not be here. So Sunday morning, what's happening Sunday?
We have Psychic Sunday, and I may have a guest. If I don't have a guest, Stephanie said she will show up on this Sunday. So I'd like to talk to my guest. Okay, call me.
Yes. And then we'll see that guest on Tuesday. Because once she gets the bug, we know what happens. Anyway, and then after your Sunday program, what happens?
Oh, we have Miss Angie, and sometimes we have Miss Angie and Sherry Berry. I want to say 3 to 6.
Yep.
3 to 6 p.m.
Mountain Standard Time.
You betcha. Not every Sunday, but most Sundays. And then Monday. Who do we have on Monday?
Naturally Divine Goddess.
Naturally Divine. Has she been doing tea time yet?
I haven't seen her, but
so there's not a guarantee there.
It's not a guarantee, but keep checking it out. Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot for tea time.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back on Tuesday with this spiritual show that flows and Claudene, Elevated by Claudene. And I have no idea when that starts, sometime around 8 a.m., but who knows?
Oh, you're being an ish? Are you doing
so ishy? You know why?
It's
traffic this time. No matter which direction I went, there was standstill traffic.
So you're being forced to stretch your boundaries a little.
Yes. And
and not get upset about it?
I wasn't upset at all. It was just like, okay, where you got me going today? So they wanted me off the freeway until about Northern. Yeah, I got on Northern, and that was fine. And I was a smooth sailing from then. But they wanted me to see what was going on in the streets. So that's what I did. And it was hilarious because I got behind a car at a stoplight, and he was helping, the driver of that car was out helping a homeless person cross the street. So that was very nice of him.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody went around him because I couldn't see him at first, but then I pulled up next to him, and by the time the light turned green, he was back in the car. So
okay.
And where what? Where, Kevin? We got Eastern. All the times we give you our
Mountain Standard.
Mountain Standard. Yes. But Miss Shauna, we don't give a time for that because it's usually between 10 and 11-ish.
She's
Eastern
one of the
Standard
most
Time.
ishy people.
Well, with Dawn, they're very ishy together. The other issues ones are Angie and Dawn together.
Okay.
No, was the chat? Zoom? No, usually you can find these people on YouTube, Facebook, some on TikTok and Twitch.
Hunt up A5 says, and then go to Sonoran Mystic Tarot, hit subscribe, and then there's that little bell. You push that little bell, and then you'll get notified. It is accurate. Okay, so if you push those bells, then it'll send you a little ding that says, hey, these people are on. But I think we need to get going. My battery is getting low.
Yep. One thing. Okay, thank you guys for coming in. We appreciate you very much. And you'll find their names in the chat.
There you go.
All righty. We'll see you next time.
Have a blessed day. We'll see you next week.
Rise above with love. Thank you so much.
From smiling, if I drink and then I'm buying, and I know there's no denying. It's a beautiful day, the sun is up, the music's playing, and even if it started raining, you won't hear this boy complaining, 'cause I'm glad that you're the one who got away. It's a beautiful day. It's my turn to fly. So girls get in line, 'cause I'm easy, no playing this guy like a fool.